What's up YouTube? Happy New Year. My name is Dan from Ride Run Review. Today I'm going to give you some top tips on how to pass your motorbike test in Ireland. Let's get into it. Before we do though, look at that. Stunning. Really nice, really nice, really nice. If you do like the content, please do give us a like, subscribe, and if you do want to leave us a comment, I do reply to all your comments as well, so happy to engage with the little community we've got going on. So yeah. Also guys, before we get into this, I want to give a big shout out to Tony Agnew of irishmotorcycletraining.com. Down here, there's the link to the website if you want to go ahead, book your IBT, do your Category A modules, do advanced biker training as well. Tony is the man who imparted this knowledge on me with all these lovely tips. So big shout out Tony and irishmotorcycletraining.com. Links in the bio as well. Okay, so I made a list of some of the top tips that I think that I can give you on how to pass your motorbike test if you haven't done so already in Ireland. So tip number one, book a pre-test with your IBT instructor. The IBT instructor will give you guidance on all of your faults that you've picked up over the last 6 to 8 months whilst you've been riding on the L-Vest. Honestly, this is worth its weight in gold. I went and did the pre-test, and within the first 2 minutes, he pulled me over on the side and said, "You would have failed your test if you'd have driven like that." So you pick up so many bad habits. Go and do your pre-test, get it booked. It costs about 180 euro, 200 euro, something like that, but well worth it in the end. So book your pre-test. Tip number two. So tip number two is learn your road signs. The main thing for me was forgetting what road signs were, and you know, there's so many different variations of road signs. Before you actually start your test, before you once you give all the documents over to the examiner, he will give you a big sheet where he points to different road signs and tells you, right, what's this, what's this, what's this. He'll do about maybe 8 to 10 of those, or she will. But learn your road signs, and then obviously do your practice theory test as well. There is an app on here. I'll put it up here somewhere so you can see it. There is an app that I do mock tests for theory tests. He will ask you a couple of other questions as well, so make sure you kind of revise your theory test as well. Maybe do it 5 times in a row, as many as you can, like 40 out of 40, whatever it might be, but definitely do the mock theory test once again, because he will test you on those road signs. Tip number 3. So some things have changed in Ireland recently, where you have to have your power rating or power outage of your bike on your registration certificate. It needs to be on there. If it's not on there, you need to get it on there. Here's where it is on mine. Check your registration certificate for your bike to make sure it's on there. If it's not, you cannot do your test, so make sure you've done that. Prep for your test with all of your documentation. So you need your license, your IBT cert, don't forget your learner vest. Get an earpiece with a 3.5mm jack that goes into, you know, the bottom of an iPhone, or used to go into the bottom of an iPhone, bottom of a phone, or Walkman, CD player, mini disc, however old you are. Yeah, so you can get those from Amazon. Here's one here as an example, dead cheap. Pick those up, because you'll need to do that to put into a phone that he will give you, that you will listen to his instructions whilst you go around on the examinations. So yeah, get those things in order before you go. Tip number 4, I think this is. Tip number 4. The examiner will ask you to move the bike 5 meters when you start your test. So what he'll do is ask you to take the bike off the stand, kick it off the stand, and move it 5 meters, not backwards. He'll ask you to move it like this. So when you actually are asked to move the bike, when you're moving it, don't wave anybody on. So if you're in the car park and out of the test centre, don't move anybody on. Don't be moving it and going, yeah, come on, car can pass, or anything like that. You will get into trouble, and you will be receiving bad points for that, or even an instant fail, because you're asking somebody to do something out of your control that you shouldn't be doing. What I would do is I would maybe stop, let them decide what they're going to do. If they wave you forward, that's fine, but don't you wave them forward, okay? That's a key one, a very simple one that you shouldn't do. So just remember that. Tip number 5 is a relatively simple one. If you have a black helmet, or if you have a really dark helmet, what I'd recommend that you do is get a sticker for the back here. So this Shark one, I didn't do my test in this one. I bought this one after as a little treat for passing the test, but my other helmet was all black. The reason why my IBT instructor said is don't wear a black helmet is because as he's obviously following you behind, you're moving your head left and right to look at your mirrors constantly, which you should be doing. He can't see that you're moving your head in the small adjustments with a black helmet. So get a sticker or buy a sticker from Amazon, put it on there, because he'll be able to see that logo moving left and right. Doesn't matter if it's a logo. I bought a Punisher sticker. I've never seen the Punisher, don't really even know anything about the Punisher, but it was a big white sticker just so that he could see my head moving back and forth. I'm not a Punisher fan. So yeah, easy as that. Just get the sticker on there so you can see those head movements and see you checking your mirrors. Tip number 6, stopping distances. This is a big one. When you come up to behind the car, be it a junction or something like that, don't go right up to the bumper. He will instantly say, no, you're not good enough to drive a bike. So give yourself at least a bike and a half distance behind the car in front to allow room for in case they roll back. They could, they come off their clutch, they roll backwards, or if they lose any sort of brake, they move backwards as well. But please give yourself enough distance. Tip number 7. So this is a bit of a weird one as a YouTuber, but I followed a YouTuber in the UK. She's a lady instructor she's very, very good. She was talking everybody through the routine. What I did is I pretended I was doing a YouTube video as I was riding. So what she'll do is as she's riding, she'll say, okay, you do indicator, mirror check, oh, sorry, that's not right. What she said, it would be like mirror, indicator, lifesaver, get into position.
Turning left, it's mirrors, signal, lifesaver position.
So you're talking yourself through the actual routine as you're going. So as I was getting instruction from the examiner, he'd say, okay, Dan, take the left that's coming up here. So I'll go, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go left, we're going to take we're going to check our mirror, we're going to use our signal, we're going to do our lifesaver check, and then we're going to get into position. That is key. I found it really helpful. You might not want to be a YouTuber, but what I would say is try and be a YouTuber in your head on that day. Talk yourself through the position and the maneuvers that you want to do, because that's pretty valuable. Tip number 8. On your maneuvers, this is a pretty good one. So I'm going to show you on the bike now a shoulder check for when you're starting a maneuver, such as if you're going to start a U-turn, if you're going to do your obstacle avoidance, or whatever, any other maneuvers that you might be doing. I'm going to show you real quick what I mean by a shoulder check on the start of these maneuvers. It's different to a normal lifesaver check as you're going. So when you're on the bike, moving my gloves out of the way. So on your bike now, I'm going to do this way instead so you can see it. You're doing a full 180 pretty much. So as you're turning to look, it's not a shoulder check before you go, it's a full turn around look so you can see if anybody's coming from behind. That was really useful for me to learn as well. So that is it. Good luck with your test if you've got it coming up soon. Stay safe on the road and do your best. Like and subscribe, by the way, as well, if you want. Leave a comment, love comments as well. I reply to every comment that I do get. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.